This is the entrance to Running Creek, although we're just leaving because we didn't film it on the way in. So you'll see a sign over there, Running Creek, and it's just off. What road are we on? Nomus Road, off Kilcoy Biwa Road, just past Woodford. Hey Michelle, where are we?
We are at Running Creek.
Running Muddy Creek.
That I bought my
Fancy boots.
boots.
Fancy boots. Oh, Sam's got muddy feet. You're sleeping outside tonight, Sam. No need to bring your own fire pit here to Running Creek Parklands. There's plenty of them. Just some of the creek. There's a lot more of it on the other side of this paddock. But of course, the paddock is just mud. So if I walk over there, I'll come back 3 inches taller. So there's the amenities. The toilets are foot pump, water flushable, long drop toilets. Not too bad. Not too bad. Cleaner than I was expecting. There's a little kiosk up there. That's where you pay when you get here, and you can buy lollies and ice creams and ice there as well. There are showers, but they're quite a walk. And when you're talking about it being this muddy, going to the showers, by the time you get back to all this mud, you need another shower. Not a problem for us, of course, because we've got a ensuite in the Stony Creek Scout 15 and enough water to last us a week off grid. Pretty cloudy today, so not putting much solar in. We do have a generator, but we're not going to use that. We're not going to use that much power. It's all good. So you can hear the Running Creek down there. Here we go. Here we are at the actual Running Creek. Here's a creek. It's running. Running Creek. Running Creek Parklands, in fact. So they've got animal sessions that, you know, your kids can go and play with them. And of course there's the BMX track, which is pretty popular, particularly when it's raining in the mud. The kids love that, as I did when I was a kid. If I did that now, I'd just crash. And in the distance you can see a couple of portaloos, and that's where the showers are. This is Running Creek on Monday, Labor Day, and it is, what time is it? 1:45. And everyone's gone. It happens. Everyone's got to go back to work, except us. So we got the place almost exclusively to ourselves. So this would be quite a nice place in the sun without all the rain, because the moment you get the rain, obviously you get the mud. So try and pick your days when you're coming to Running Creek. Isn't that right, Michelle?
That's right.
She said that's right. So we're just through the other side, on the opposite side of this creek. Just us and one other van now. That's the benefit of going away midweek or Mondays, having it all to yourself when everybody goes home and goes back to work.
We do it in the safety of we know there's no dogs around.
There's no one here.
Right. Otherwise, what are you doing there, Glenn?
Just having a Batuta bitter.
Ooh, what does that taste like?
You know how nothing happens at Batuta and it's a ghost town and there's nothing there? There's not even a brewery at Batuta. And it's pretty bloody awful. Don't tell anyone.
You just did.
I've got to drink it now. So we're going there.
So, what have you got now?
A better beer.
As opposed to the last beer you had?
Batuta. Better beer. Actually, the two blokes, they call themselves the Inspired Unemployed. Have a look at them on YouTube. They're a couple of bogans and wanted to start a business. They didn't know what kind of business they wanted to start. Eventually they started a 0 carbs, 0 sugar beer brand. And this is my first one. Apparently it's better. Certainly better than the Batuta thing.
Let's see what you think.
It makes the noise. Low carb. I could probably do with some less carbs. But
cheers.
Bottoms up.
What do you think?
It's better than the Batuta, let me tell you.
But
I'm a craft beer person. If you've ever had a big head beer, sort of like that, that's another low carb one. When you take out the carbs, you take out the flavour, in my opinion.
Why do people want to take out the carbs with the 0% alcohol? Why?
Well, either they don't want to get too fat or they don't want to get too pissed. But to ferment a beer, you've got to ferment out the sugars. And when it stops fermenting, that's when most of your sugars are gone.
And in case nobody knew this about Glenn before, he had his own business called The Beer Man.
Aha, The Beer Man. Yes,
So
I have my own homebrew business.
So he knows just a wee little bit about beer.
Just a bit. It's better than the last beer. I'll probably drink this one. Cheers.
Well, apparently it's beer o'clock. So I think it might be time for wine o'clock. No.
It is beer o'clock.
You're in my frame. You're in my space. So, if my husband was such a lovely man, which I know he is, I think he might like to get his wife a glass of wine.
Okay.
Think about it for a bit longer.
No. I'll get you a wine.
Cheers.
A few moments later.
Your wine, my queen.
Just a quick update. I got myself a wine. Thank you, my love. You're a wonderful husband.
It's hard to get good help. I need to hire an actor.
This is yummy.
wanderinghuckleberries@gmail.com. Look us up.
I can give you a nice little review too. This is called Boat Shed Sauv Blanc. Very, very nice. Cheers.
Well, one of the mods I've done to the outside of the van is the TV on the outside. Yeah, I know, if you're going to go camping, what do you need a TV for? Well, you know, sometimes it rains. And I like to see the news. Or we just put the karaoke on and grab the microphones and just party in the bush with anybody that's drunk too much. And usually that's a lot of people, so you get that. Anyway, so having the automatic satellite dish on the back of the car, obviously if people can come and ask me about that sort of stuff, I better have something on the van that works. So I've got smart TV inside, TV outside. You can put your you know, Google sticks and all that in there, or or just connect to your phone, and
Quick question.
it's all good.
Was that
a
the
quick
TV,
question.
Was that the TV that originally came with the van? That one?
No, I got rid of the TV that came with the van because it was only a MPEG-2 TV. MPEG-2 TVs haven't really been a thing in Australia since about 2010. MPEG-4 is typically what your high definition channels are broadcast in, and definitely off satellite. Anything off VAST is all MPEG-4. So you've got to have a TV that's capable of MPEG-4, which is just about every single brand sold in Australia now. But if you buy cheap Chinese TVs, you'll get an MPEG-2 TV because they're dumping that stuff. Nobody else wants them. And you'll get a cheap TV and you won't be able to get the high definition channels, or you'll just get the sound and no picture, or the picture and no sound, and then you'll say, there's something wrong with my TV. There's not. It's just garbage.
Why don't you go and show how the TV is set up inside with the set box at the back?
You don't need to see that. It's just a VAST box. It's pretty simple. You can watch one of our other videos on how to set up a VAST box. About $299. Plug it into your TV. You've got to have a satellite dish, of course, and if you've got a satellite dish, you need a satellite meter to line that dish up, and then you can watch any TV, free-to-air TV station, wherever you go. Just don't point your satellite dish into a tree, a really tall tree, because they don't see through the leaves. There you go. Set it. All good.
Awesome.
One tip. If you got that, don't take your wife camping with you, because they'll find MILFs. Not MILFs. What is it? Maps. Maps. Actually, I'll watch MILFs.
What does MILFs mean, Glenn?
Mothers I like on Facebook. Yeah, right.
Yeah, right.
And
Isn't that what your friend Matt said that time? He called me a MILF, and then he turned around and said it's
is she a MILF?
mates I like on as friends or something.
Just leave a comment down below if you think Mrs. Huckleberry is a MILF.
Mrs. Huckleberry hasn't done her hair for a couple of days, and I feel a bit yucky, but it's okay.
Had a few of these better beers already.
But can I just show a few things that we've done around here? Okay, so these aren't actually my hacks, but I copied them. Ha ha. A friend of ours, Julie. So this is a rack from Kmart. So they just slot in there, and it's great for holding your plates up, and when you fold it down, it folds in with it. Also our neighbour Bruce, he gave us these. So they're just a little Velcro bent around, and we just stick it over at night time to keep the bugs away. And we have one up there too.
They sort of work.
They sort of work,
a little bit.
This was also, we'll just slide into my pantry just slightly. There's this racking system. I saw somebody posted that, and that's great for just putting things you don't use that much in there, like your cling wrap and your garbage bags and whatnot. We'll slide out. I got these from Kmart. They stack beautifully on top of each other, and I've got 4 of those in there, so they all fit perfectly. I have to edit that stuff out. We put a picnic table on, so it's got a little USB charger here, and it's got some lights up here. Inside,
you said arm again.
I put down some glamour rugs. Well, not glamour rugs, but they're nice to put on the floor. We also put this bed rail up because our puppy dog loves to jump on our bed. So I got that from Kmart as well. Arm
again.
We didn't use the table in the van like most people. We also saw this, someone else posted, and it works really well. And it doesn't move in transit either. We also put those up there, so for the toilet roll, for the toothbrushes, and I've got one for the broom, I've got one for the towels, and this is my latest one. I think someone else posted that too, but being tall you can't quite see the mirror down below, so this one is just from the cheapie store. It's the large size, and it just actually hooks over the bars at the top. Works perfectly. Oh, now you see the mess on top of the bunk, but anyway. But that's about all we've done. I've shown this before. There's some hooks I put up there. They go underneath the bunk. They're good for hanging some clothes up. And that's probably about it, I think. And there's Mr. Huckleberry on his phone and with his hat. Oh, there he is. It spins around. Hey, Glenn.
Hi.
But yeah, these rugs are really good. I got these from my favourite place of employment, Costco. but they're nice. And we keep this fridge in the van. So Glenn set this up. Just some, oh, I should turn the light on, hang on, so you can see. On. So these are just little sockets. I can open it. There's some USBs, and that one is for the fridge to go into. So they're pretty cool. So we just plug the fridge into that.
Because there's no fridge in there.
There's no fridge in
Doesn't
there.
come with a fridge.
But yeah, so we've just got a little brass monkey down here. Well, wait, this turn up right. There it is. The brass monkey. Here we are at the back of the van. Glenn took the spare off the front, and we've got a local guy to weld up a bracket for the back, so we now have both tyres on the back. In our King's dirty bag, we have a hard bin inside. We got that from Bunnings. That works great. Oh. Sam's put under the van. Thanks for that shotgun, that was awesome. Anyway, that's enough from me, enough from him. We're going to have a few drinks, and then we're going to fire up that big bad boy.
So we've always been trying to find a better awning extension, and there's plenty that people have been trying to sell us that weren't quite as good as they claim. But this works quite well. There's an anti-flap kit. It's got a sail track in it, and we're just going to put this up, which is just a King's side awning. And once you put some poles in it, put a support through the middle, it's going to be quite good. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and show it to you. And there you have it. I found that to be much sturdier than some of the bought ones. Spreader bar all through there, one through the centre, spreader bars each end, and it's not canvas, so if it was canvas it'd feel a bit sturdier again. It's not much of an episode, this one. We only had Sunday and Monday, and then it's back to the grind. We're prepping for the Big Red Bash, which will be a solid 3-week trip. 8 days to get there, 5 days there, and another week or so on the way back. So I've got the wife on the fire pit, and she's collecting unused firewood that everybody's left behind here at Parklands, at Running Creek Parklands.
Yep.
And you know, somebody might as well use it, isn't that right?
Yep.
Yep.
So last night's fire fizzled because
You
Glenn's
played with it.
Don't touch it. And of course I'm a female and I had to touch it, so.
She broke the fire. Yeah, you know what that is. Wandering huckleberries.